Carpio.
Yes. How about on the part of VP Sara herself? Meron pa ho ba ng mga report na liabilities in 2016, beginning in 2021? Meron ho ba report na liabilities?
Let me check, Your Honor, with regard to the 2022 SALN of the Vice President. Based on the submitted 2022 SALN of the Vice President, the liabilities stated or declared therein was a personal loan of Manassas Carpio. That's all, Your Honor, for the 2022.
Manassas Carpio. How about
Opo.
2022? So no VP, no Sara Duterte.
For the 2023 SALN, Your Honor, based on the submitted SALN by the Vice President, the liabilities declared therein was a personal loan of Manassas Carpio, Your Honor.
Again, of Manassas Carpio and not Sara Duterte. 2024, please.
For the 2024 SALN, Your Honor, reading from the submission of the Vice President, the liabilities were declared to be loans of Manassas Carpio only, Your Honor, from various
Again,
creditors and
only
banks.
Manassas Carpio and not Sara Duterte. Observation with respect to this, for the record, Madam Chair, ang ganitong biglang pagbabago sa paraan ng pag-uulat ng liabilities ay lubhang kahinahinala at nararapat siya sa atin, as it may indicate reclassification.
Louder, Honorable De Lima, please.
Ang ganito pong pagbabago sa paraan ng pag-uulat ng liabilities ay lubhang kahinahinala at nararapat siya sa atin, as it may indicate reclassification or possible circumvention of full disclosure requirements. One last point of observation, pagdating naman po sa net worth. So pinakita po kanina, we can again show po the matrix. We can
Please flash the matrix.
The respondents declared net worth increased from 34,895,997 in 2016 to 71,658,841 in 2022, the year she assumed the office of Vice President. Sa loob lamang ng 2 taon, ito ay lalo pang umakyat sa 88,512,370.22 noong 2024. Obserbasyon po, ang ganitong mabilis at medyo malaking pagtaas ng yaman with the absence of declared liquid assets and the diminution or transfer of liabilities ay nagbubunsod ng seryoso ring pagdududa hinggil sa veracity, transparency, and integrity of the Vice President's financial disclosures. So those are my observations with respect to the SALNs. Maraming salamat po.
The observations of the Honorable De Lima are noted by the committee.
Madam Chair.
The Honorable Keith Flores.
Madam Chair, I just have a few questions for the Ombudsman. Madam Chair, every government employee is required to fill up a SALN, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And in that SALN, di ba, may sa bottom niyan is may waiver. No? Every government employee in filling up a SALN also executes a waiver. Tama po ba?
Can we show the last page of the SALN just for reference to the question of the Honorable Flores? Please flash last page of SALN. Attorney Batu?
Your Honor, I'm reading the 2024 SALN, the last page of which reads, I hereby certify that these are true and correct statements of my assets, liabilities, net worth, business interests, and financial connections, including those of my spouse and unmarried children below 18 years of age living in my household, and that to the best of my knowledge, the above enumerated are names of my relatives in the government within the 4th civil degree of consanguinity or affinity. I hereby authorize the Ombudsman or his/her duly authorized representative to obtain and secure from all appropriate government agencies, including the Bureau of Internal Revenue, such documents that may show my assets, liabilities, net worth, business interests, and financial connections, to include those of my spouse and unmarried children below 18 years of age living with me in my household, covering previous years to include the year I first assumed office in government.
So yan nga. But that applies to all, di ba? All government employees.
Yes, Your
Sa
Honor.
standard siya in all SALNs na
Yes.
sinasubmit.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, yung second paragraph kasi it says na it authorizes the ombudsman to conduct an investigation or something like that, no? Tama ba? Or to look into. Oo. To gather documents also. Yung second paragraph pa.
Based on this second paragraph, Your Honor, the ombudsman can look into or can secure from other government agencies yung mga documents
Yes.
pertaining to the SALNs po.
And based on that, parang paragraph, in fact, it does not even require a complaint to be filed for the ombudsman to look into these things.
Yes, Your Honor, because it's included in our functions that we can conduct a motu proprio investigation.
Who's with you, Attorney Bato?
I'm with Assistant Ombudsman Armando Sanchez Jr., Your Honor.
Sir, would you be in a better position to answer the questions? Kasi I noticed that our title is parang Central Records ata yung si Attorney Bato.
Assistant Ombudsman Sanchez is recognized.
Good morning, Your Honors. Yes, sir. We confirm that we can conduct motu proprio investigation.
Based on that portion of the SALN.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, now, in this particular case, sir, was there an investigation ever conducted on the part of the Vice President?
Your Honor, please, with all due respect, we are not, we have no knowledge or idea if there is ongoing investigations against the PP.
Ongoing or previously wala talaga?
Yes, Your Honor.
Kasi there were
please.
reports before, di ba? I've read in the newspaper a long time ago na may investigation na kinonduct. That's not true. You're not confirming it.
Honorable Flores is reminded to confine the questions to what appears in the SALN,
I
subject
see.
matter of the subpoena.
It's just related to the waiver, madam. Anyway, I'll withdraw that question. No? So ano na lang na